Now in the arterial derivatives, there will be presence of different arteries and different arches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in which the first point will be each arteries which are present in these pharyngeal arches, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they will connect the ventrally heart which is developing in the pericardial sac with these are dorsal aorta. So therefore, these arterial arches, now if I just show you in this diagram, supposing this is heart and these are the dorsal aorta. So this is how the arteries will connect with the dorsal aorta in the region of pharyngeal arches. So all these arteries which develop in these pharyngeal arches, they will connect basically ventrally. What structure? The heart. And dorsally, they will connect what? The dorsal aorta. This is the first point. Now, after writing this first point, we focus on that side, the names of arteries which will develop in these pharyngeal arches. What are the name of these arteries? The name of these arteries will be, for example, let me first draw here. Let me draw here on this side. This will be the first pharyngeal arch artery. Please note it down. First pharyngeal arch artery. I will write here the first pharyngeal arch artery. This artery, immediately after its development or appearance, it will disappear except a small part of it which will be known as, here I will mention it as, it will be known as maxillary artery. Then second pharyngeal arch. Now the second pharyngeal arch artery, this is the second pharyngeal arch artery. Immediately after its formation, it will disappear. Note it down. Except a small segment, very small segment which will be left, which will be known as stapedial artery, which is present embryologically, stapedial artery. Otherwise, most of the second arch artery will disappear. Note it down. Third one. Now, this will be the third one. This is very interesting. In the third one, first I will write here the third. This also the third pharyngeal arch artery. In the third pharyngeal arch artery, it will divide into two components, ventral and dorsal. The ventral component here, if this is the ventral component, it will develop into common carotid artery. Note it down. And if this segment here is the dorsal component, then it will develop into internal carotid artery. We just need to draw the line diagram and we need to understand what are the names of these arteries. So please draw in this manner. Third pharyngeal arch artery ventral component will develop into common carotid artery, and similarly its dorsal component will develop into internal carotid artery. Now we come to the fourth. Now in the region of fourth, first we will draw this fourth. Here I will write it as fourth. This is also fourth pharyngeal arch artery. Now the fourth pharyngeal arch artery on the right hand side will develop into, on the right hand side will develop into the right subclavian artery. Right subclavian artery. Please note it down. The right subclavian artery on the right side. On the left side, this portion, the left fourth pharyngeal arch artery will develop into a part of arch of aorta. Arch of aorta. This is the left side. Please note down. This will be the right side. Then we come to the fifth one. What will happen to the fifth one? Remember, the fifth one will disappear completely. So therefore, we directly consider the sixth. So in the sixth, please draw it. This is the sixth arterial arch. So therefore here I will write it as the sixth one, and here I will mention it as the sixth one. In the sixth one, the ventral component of sixth arterial arch, its ventral component here, on which side? Right side, will develop into right pulmonary artery, and its dorsal component will disappear completely on the right side. On the left side, the ventral component of left sixth pharyngeal arch artery will develop into, now write this as ventral component, which will develop into the left pulmonary artery. It will develop into the left pulmonary artery. What about its dorsal component? Now here, on the left side, the left sixth pharyngeal arch artery, its dorsal component will develop into, now, ductus arteriosus. In fetal stage it is known as, and in adult stage after birth it will be known as ligamentum arteriosum. So please make this huge rectangle. This is the dorsal component of left side sixth pharyngeal arch artery, which will develop into ductus arteriosus or ligamentum arteriosum. So therefore here we have finished the entire arterial derivatives of mesodermal component of the pharyngeal arch arteries, pharyngeal arches. All the arteries we have finished. Now we come up with the second derivative, that will be the nerves. Here we come up with this section, the nerves. What are the nerves that are derived?